Hey guys, just doing a quick upgrade to the 52 4-8N. Gonna add a little power source to it. I'm always tinkering with stuff in my garage and always using the tractor, so I figured why not. Trying to decide if I want to put it right there or right there. And this is one for marine use, and it's sealed. And what I'll do is I'll put an inline fuse between the wires to the either to the battery directly, or I'll wire to the 12-volt block on the tractor. I put my 12-volt power source beside the key, so the next step is to mark the holes and drill some pilot holes. I'm using a number 10 1-inch stainless steel screws. If you're putting new screws in, you may as well put something in that's going to last. That's them right there. On. Certainly not moving. They're pretty large stainless steel screws. It's nice and secured. You can pretty much shake the tractor when you're shaking the power source. All wired in, and it's wired. When the key's turned on, there's power to this. When the key's turned off, there's no power, and that's what I want. So let's plug this little adapter I have in. This is a little adapter I usually keep in the vehicle. And there's your voltage, so 12.5 volts. Two power sources, and in a few seconds that will actually switch. So right now it's showing 0 amps. That's the output. So if I plug my phone into it, it will probably go up to about 1 amp. Has a temperature, so it's 18 degrees right now in the garage. Might change a little bit, it's getting a little heat. And the battery right now is showing 12.5 volts. So what I'll do is I'll start the tractor in a second, and that should jump up to 13.5 or 14 volts. So it went up to 14 volts, so that's great, because the resting voltage on this battery is typically 12.5, 12.7, so you can see as soon as we... So that shows me that the tractor's charging. Right now my amp meter is not working, so until I get that working, this is a little backup where I can actually charge my phone if I'm tinkering around in the garage, or I can actually check to make sure it's actually charging. The alternator is actually charging. So just a little modification I put on it. Again, it's nothing too hard to install. It's got to go to a power source and a ground, as simple as that. And the only thing I'm going to do is pick up an inline fuse. That way if I plug my phone or whatnot into it, I want to make sure it's not going to damage my phone. And just a little shot of the new alternator that was put on it. I know somebody had a question. They were having an issue with their alternator not charging. Now on mine, got your positive. This is your ground. So this is actually just grounded right to the negative terminal on the battery. Before, my issue was this was jumping all over the place between, say, 5 volts and 20 volts. Once I put the ground on, I'm getting a nice solid 14 volts or so coming out of the alternator. Okay guys, just a quick video. If you have any questions or comments, listen below. If not, again, thanks for watching, and you may consider subscribing if you're into little videos such as this. Take care.